Yes, I remember, Adam. It was upon this fashion bequeathed me by will, when a poor 1,000 crowns. Now, as I say, it's charged my brother on his blessing to breed me well. And this is where my sadness begins. For my part, he keeps me rustically at home. His horse are bred better. He lets me feed with his hinds, bars me the place of a brother. This is it, Adam. That grieves me. My father's look was strong within me. He gets to mutiny against the servitude, and I will no longer endure it. If you don't know wise remedy how to avoid it.
Yonder comes my master, your brother.
Go apart, Adam. See, he'll shake me up.
Now, sir, what make you here?
Nothing, sir. I am taught to make nothing here.
What mar you then, sir?
Marry, sir, I am taught to mar that which God made, a poor and worthy brother of idleness.
Marry, sir, be better employed and be not a while.
Shall I get your hogs, eat husk with them?
Know you where you are, sir?
Aye, sir, very well, here in your orchard.
Know you before whom, sir?
Aye, better than him I am before knows me. I know you are my brother, and in gentle condition of life you shall so know me. I have as much of my father in me as you, though I admit you coming before me brings you closer to his reverence.
What, boy?
Come, elder brother, you're too young in this.
Wilt thou lay hands on me, villain?
I am no villain. I am the youngest son of Sir Rowland de Boyce. He was my father, and he is thrice a villain and says such begot villains. If you are not my brother, and not take my hands from thy throat till this other bullet they tongue for saying so, I'll rail on thyself.
Sweet masters, be patient, for your father's remember feed at horse.
Let me go, I say.
I will not till I please. You shall hear me. My father's will is strong within me, and I will no longer endure it. He bade you in his will to give me good education. You have heart, you treat me like a peasant, hiding and screwing from me all generally like qualities. I will no longer endure it. So give me such exercise that I may allow to train myself as a gentleman, or give me the abhorrent lottery left me a testament, so I may come about my own fortunes.
And what wilt thou do? Beg when that is spent? Well, sir, get you in. I will not long be troubled with you. You shall have some part of your will. I pray you, leave me.
I will no further offend you than becomes me for my own good.
Get you with him, you old dog.
Is old dog, my lord? Is true I bless my teeth in your service. God be with my own master, who never spoke such a word.
Is it even so? Do you give you to grow upon me? I will physic your rankness, and yet give no 1,000 crowns to me.
Good morrow, your worship.
Good Charles, what's the new news at the new court?
There is no news at the court, sir, but the old news. That is that the old duke has been banished by his younger brother, the new duke.
Where will the old duke live?
They say that he is already in the forest of Arden, and a many merry men with him. And there they live like the old Robin Hood of England. They say that many young gentlemen flock to him every day, and they fleet their time carelessly as they did in the golden world.
What, you wrestle tomorrow before the new duke?
Mary, I do, sir. I am given, sir, secretly to understand that your younger brother Orlando hath the disposition to come against me to try a fall. Your brother is but young and tender, and for your love I would be loath to foil him.
I had myself notice of my brother's purpose herein, and have, by underhand means, labored to dissuade him from it, but he is resolute. I'll tell thee, Charles, it is the stubbornest young fellow of France, full of ambition, an envious emulator of every man's good parts, a secret and villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. Therefore, use thy discretion. I had as lief thou didst break his neck as his finger.
I am heartily glad I came hither to you. If he do come tomorrow, I will give him his payment.
Farewell, good Charles. I hope I shall see an end of him. For my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than he. But it shall not be so long. This wrestler shall clear all.
Dear Celia, I show more mirth than I am mistress of, and would you yet I were merrier. Unless you can teach me to forget a vanished father, you must not learn me to remember any extraordinary pleasure.
You know my father hath no child but I, nor none is like to have, and truly when he dies thou shalt be his heir. For what he hath taken away from thy father perforce, I will render thee again in affection. By mine honor I will. And when I break that oath, let me turn monster. Therefore, my sweet Rose, my dear Rose, be merry.
From henceforth I will, coz, and devise sports. Let me see, what think you of falling in love?
Marry, I prithee do, to make sport withal, but love no man in good earnest. How now, wit, whither wander you?
Mistress, you must come away to your father.
Were you made the messenger?
No, by mine honor, but I was bid to come for you.
Who'll lend you that oath, fool? Of a certain knight, who swore by his honor that the pancakes were good, and swore by his honor the mustard was not. Now I'll stand to it, the pancakes were not, and the mustard was good, and yet was the knight not forsworn? Now prove you that in the great heap of your knowledge.
Aye, marry, now unmuzzle your wisdom.
Stand you both forth now, stroke your chins, and swear by your beards that I am a knave. By our beards, if we had them, thou art.
By my knavery, if I had it, then I were. The more pity that fools cannot speak wisely of what wise men do foolishly.
By my troth, thou sayest true. For since the little wit that fools have is silence, the little foolery that wise men have makes a great show. Here comes Madame Labelle,
With her mouth full of news.
which she will put on us as pigeons feed their young.
Then we will be news crammed.
Bonjour, Madame Labelle. What's the news?
Fair princess, you have lost much with sport.
Sport of what color?
Your maiden lady. I would have told you of good wrestling, which you have lost sight of. I will tell you the beginning, and if it please your ladyship, you may see the end. For here is the place appointed for wrestling, and they are ready to move on.
Yonder, sure. They are coming. Let us not stay.
Will not be entreated. His own peril on his forwardness.
Is yonder the man?
Even he, madam.
Alas, he is too young.
How now, daughter and cousin? Are you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege, so please you give us leave?
You will take little delight in it. In pity of the challenger's views, I would fain dissuade him. But he will not be entreated. Speak to him, ladies. See if you can move him.
Call him hither, good Madame Labelle.
Monsieur, the challenger. The princess call for you.
I intend them with all respect and duty.
Young man, have you challenged Charles the wrestler?
I have not. She is but a general challenger. I come but in as others do to test with her the strength of my youth.
Young sir, your spirits are too bold for your years. You have seen cruel proof of this woman's strength. We pray you, for your own sake, to embrace your own safety and give over this attempt.
Do, young sir. Your reputation shall not therefore be misprized. You will make our suit to the Duke that the wrestling might not go forward.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, when I do confess to be much guilty, to deny so fair and excellent ladies anything. But let your fair eyes and gentle wishes come with me to my trial. Or if I be foiled, there's but one shamed who is never gracious. If I be killed, there's but one dead who wishes to be so. I will do my friends no wrong, for I have none to lament me. The world no harm, for in it I have nothing. Only in the world I fill up a place that might be better suited once I have left it empty.
The little strength I have, I would it were with you.
And mine to eke out hers.
Fare you well. Pray heaven I be deceived in you.
Come, where is this young gallant that is so desirous to lie with his mother earth?
Ready.
You shall try but one fall.
No, I warrant your grace. You shall not entreat him to a second that have so mightily persuaded him from a first.
You mean to mock me after? You should not have mocked me before, but come your ways.
Oh, Hercules, do thy Oh, excellent young man.
No more! No more!
Yes, I beseech you, lady.
He cannot speak, my lord. Bear him away. What is thy name, young man?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Alan de Bois.
I would thou hadst been son to some man else. The world esteems thy father honorable, but I did find him still mine enemy. But fare thee well, thou art a gallant youth. I would thou hadst told me of another regard.
Were I my father, cuz, would I do this?
I am more proud to be Sir Alan's son, his youngest son, than to be the adopted heir to Frederick.
My father loved Sir Rowland as his soul, and all the world was on my father's mind. Had I before known this young man his son, I should have given him tears into entreaties, ere he should thus have ventured.
Gentle cousin, let us go thank him and encourage him. My father's rough and envious disposition sticks me at heart. Sir, you have well deserved. If you keep your promises in love, but justly, as you have exceeded all promise, your mistress shall be happy.
Gentlemen, wear this for me.
Shall you go, cuz?
Aye, very well, fair gentlemen.
Can I not say thank you? My better parts are all thrown down, and what stands is a quintain, a mere lifeless plot.
He calls us back. I'll ask him what he would. Did you call, sir?
Sir, you have wrestled well and overthrown more than your enemies.
Will you go, cuz?
Fare you well, have with you.
Passion hangs these weights upon my tongue. I cannot speak to her, yet she urged conference. Oh, Orlando, thou art overthrown. Or Charles, or some weaker master.
Good sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place. Albeit you have deserved high commendation, true applause and love, and yet such not was the Duke's condition that he misconstrues all that you have done.
I pray you, thank you. But which of the two was daughter here at the wrestle?
Neither, if we temper manner. But indeed, the lesser was his daughter. The other daughter to the banished Duke. Fare thee well, sir.
I rest much bound into you, very well. And so from the smoke to the smother, from a tyrant duke into a tyrant brother, oh, but heavenly Rosalind!
My cousin, why Rosalind? Cupid have mercy, not a word.
Not one to throw at a dog.
Come, wrestle with thy affection.
They take the part of a better wrestler than thyself.
Oh, a good wish upon you. But turning these jests out of service, let us talk in good earnest. Is it possible, on such a sudden, you should fall into so strong a liking with old Sir Rowland's youngest son?
The Duke, my father, loved his father dearly.
Doth it therefore ensue that you should love his son dearly? By this kind of chase I should hate him, for my father hated his father dearly. Yet I hate not Orlando.
No, Faith, hate him not for my sake.
Why should I not? Doth he not deserve well?
Let me love him for that. And do you love him because I do? Look, here comes the Duke.
With his eyes full of anger.
Mistress, the statue with your safest taste and gets from our court.
Me, uncle?
You, cousin, within these 10 days, if thou beest found so near our public court as 20 miles, thou diest.
Do beseech your grace. Let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me. Never so much as in a thought and mourn did I offend your highness.
Thus do all traitors. Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
Yet your mistrust cannot make me a traitor.
Thou art thy father's daughter. There's enough.
Dear sovereign, hear me speak. If she be a traitor, why so am I.
She is too subtle for thee, and her smoothness, her very silence, and her patience speak to the people, and they pity her. Firm and irrevocable is my doom, which I have passed upon her. She is banished.
Pronounce that sentence then on me, my liege. I cannot live out of her company.
You are a fool. You, niece, if you outstay the time upon mine honor and in the greatness of my word, you die.
Oh, my poor Rosalind, whither wilt thou go? Wilt thou change fathers? I will give thee mine. I charge thee, be not thou more grieved than I am.
I have more cause.
Thou hast not, cousin. Prithee, be cheerful. Knowest thou not the Duke hath banished me, his daughter?
That he hath not.
No, hath not. Rosalind lacks then the love which teacheth thee that thou and I am one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No. Let my father seek another heir. Therefore, devise with me how we may fly, whither to go, and what to bear with us. And do not seek to take your change upon you, to bear your griefs yourself and leave me out. For by this heaven, now at our sorrows pale, say what thou canst, I'll go along with thee.
But whither will we go?
To seek my uncle in the forest of Arden.
Alas, what danger will it be to us, maids as we are, to travel forth so far?
I'll put myself in mean and poor attire, and with a kind of umber smirch my face. The like to you, so we shall travel along and never stir sailing.
Were it not better that I did to thee, all points, like a man?
What shall I call thee when thou art a man?
I'll have no worse name than Job's own page, so therefore look you call me Ganymede, but what will you be called?
Something that hath a reference to my state. No longer Celia, but Eliana.
But cousin, what if he essayed to steal the clouded soul out of your father's court? Would he not be a comfort to our travels?
He'll go along over the wide world with me. Let's away, devise the fittest time and safest way to hide ourselves from the pursuit that will be made after my flight. Now go we in content, to liberty and not to banishment.
Can it be possible that no man saw them?
I don't know if any that did see her. But all the princess's den to woman confesses that she secretly overheard your daughter and cousin Dulcie. The cards and verses of the wrestler had lately fallen to new fight. She believes wherever there are bombings, there surely enough.
Send to his brother, fetch that gallant hither. I'll make him find him. Do this suddenly, and let not sooks and inquisition fail to bring again these foolish runaways.
Who's there?
What, young master? Oh, gentle master. Oh, sweet master. Oh, memory of old Sir Roland. Why would make you here? Why, O virtuous? Why do people love you? And wherefore are you gentle, strong, and valiant? Oh, what a world is this, and what is commonly end but unto him that bears it?
Why? What's the matter?
Oh, unhappy youth, come now from these doors, within this roof, the enemy of all your graces lives. Your brother now brother, yet the son, yet not the son. I will not call him son, but he is at the Father's father, and feared for praises. And this night means to burn the lodging where you used to lie, you within it. Are you prepared a man's boundary? This is no place, this house is but a butchery. Horrid fear to not enter it.
Why? Must I be begged for my food? Or with a base and boisterous sword? Versus a thievish living on the common road? This I must do, yet know not what to do. This I cannot do how I can.
I have 500 pounds. Let me be your servant. No fault can I sorrow. All the students are young and I know
Oh, good old man. How willingly reside to the constant service of the antique world?
Master, go on. I will follow with you to the last gap to the world.
Oh, Jupiter, how weary are my spirits.
They're not for my spirits, my legs were not weary. I pray you, bear with me, I cannot go no further.
Well, this is the forest of Arden.
Aye, now I'm in Arden, the more fool I. When I was at home, I was in a better place.
Look you, who comes here? A young man and an old in a solemn talk.
Oh, Corin, that thou knewest how I do love her!
I partly guessed, for I have loved you now.
No, Corin, being old, thou canst not guess. Knowing thy youth thou was a true lover ever, sighed upon a midnight pillow, but if thy love was ever like to mine, how many actions most ridiculous didst thou been drawn to by thy fantasy?
Into 1,000 I have forgotten.
Oh, thou didst ne'er love so heartily. If thou rememberest not the slightest folly that ever led to make thee run into, thou hast not loved. For if thou hast not sat, as I do now, hearing thy mistress's praise, thou hast not loved. For if thou hast not broken company, abruptly, as my passion now makes me, thou hast not loved. Oh, Phoebe, Phoebe!
Oh, Jove, this shepherd's passion is much upon thy fashion.
And mine, but grows something stale with me. I pray you, one of you question yon man if he for gold will give us any food. I faint almost to death.
Holla, you clown. Peace, fool, he's not thy kinsman. Good evening to you, friend.
And to you, gentle sir, and to you all.
I pray thee, shepherd, bring us where we can rest ourselves and feed. Here's a young maid with travel much oppressed and faints for succor.
Fair sir, I pity her, and wish for her sake more than for mine own, my fortunes were more able to relieve her. But I am shepherd to another man. My master is of churlish disposition. Besides, his coat, his flock, and bounds of feed are now on sale. And what is? Come see. And in my voice most welcome shall you be.
I pray thee, if it stand with honesty, buy thou the cottage, the pasture, and the flock, and thou shalt have to pay for it of us.
And we will mend thy wages. I like this place, and willingly could waste my time in it. Assuredly the thing is to be sold. Go with me, I will your very faithful feeder be, and buy it with your gold right suddenly.
Who loves to lie with me and turn his merry.
Now, my comwaiting brothers in exile, hath not old custom made this life more sweet than that of painted pomp? And this our life, exempt from public haunt, finds tongues in trees, books in the running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything.
Happy is your grace that can translate the stubbornness of fortune into so quiet and so sweet a style.
Come, shall we go and kill us venison?
Indeed, my lord, the melancholy Jackson agrees with that. Under an oak whose antique roof peeps out, upon the brook that brawls along this wood, to thou which place the forest clustered stag, that from the hunter's aim obtain a hurt, it comes languid.
But what said Jacques? Did he not moralize the spectacle?
Oh yes, and thousands of symbols.
And did you leave him in this contemplation?
We did, my lord, weeping and commenting upon the sobbing deer.
Show me the place. I love to cope him in these solar fits, for then he's full of matter.
Prithee, more.
It will make you melancholy, Master.
I thank it. More, I prithee, more. I can suck melancholy out of a song as a weasel sucks eggs.
My voice is ragged. I know I cannot please thee.
I do not desire for you to please me. I do desire for you to sing. Here, I'll give you a verse to this note that I wrote yesterday in spite of my invention.
And I'll sing it.
Thus it goes. If it do come to pass,
If it do come to pass,
that any man turn ass,
that any man turn ass,
leaving his wealth and ease,
leaving his wealth and ease,
a stubborn will to please,
a stubborn will to please,
Duke Dame, Duke Dame, Duke Dame.
Duke Dame, Duke Dame, Duke Dame,
And here shall he see gross fools as he,
shall he see those fools as he,
and if he will come to me.
and if he will come to me. What's this Duke Dame?
It is a Greek invocation to call fools into a circle. I'll go sleep if I can.
Ah!
Dear master, I can go no further. Oh, I die for food. Here lie down, measure out my grave. Farewell, kind master.
Why? How now, Adam? No greater heart in thee? Come, live a little, comfort a little, cheer thyself a little, hold death a little while at harm's end. I will be with thee presently, and if I come back with not any food, I give thee leave to die. But if thou diest before I return, thou art a mocker of my labor. Come, I will bear thee to some shelter. Cheerly, good Adam.
I think he'll be transformed into a beast, for I can nowhere find him like a man. Oh, why, how now, monsieur? What a life is this, that your poor friends must woo your company? What, you look merrily.
A fool, a fool. I met a fool in the forest, a motley fool, a miserable world. As I who lived by food, I met the fool, who laid him down and basked him in the sun and railed on Lady Fortune in good terms. In good set terms, the motley fool. Good morrow, fool, quoth I. No, sir, quoth he. Call me not fool till heaven has sent me fortune. And then he drew a dial from his coat, and looking on it with lackluster eyes, says very wisely, "'Tis 10 o'clock. Thus we may see," quoth he, "how the world wags. 'Tis but an hour ago since it was 9, and for an hour more 'twill be 11. And so, from hour to hour we write and write, and from hour to hour we rot and rot. Thereby hangs a tale. Oh, noble fool!"
What fool is this?
"Oh, worthy fool, one that has been a courtier. Oh, that I were a fool. I am ambitious for a motley coat.
Thou shalt have one.
This is my only suit. Invest me in my motley, and give me leave to speak my mind, and I will through and through cleanse the foul body of this infected world, if they will patiently receive my medicine.
Forbear and eat no more,
Why, I have eaten none yet.
and thou shalt not till necessity be served.
Art thou this bolden man by thy distress, or else a rude despiser of good manners? That in civility thou seemst so empty.
Forbear, I say. He dies just as any of this fruit till I and my affairs are answered.
And you will not be answered with reason. I must die.
What would you have? Your gentleness shall force more than your force move us to gentleness.
I almost died for food, and let me have it.
Sit down and feed him. Welcome to our table.
Speak you so gently. Pardon me, I pray you, as that all beings have been savage here, put on the contents of stern commandment. But let gentleness my strong enforcement be, which hope I blush and hide my sword.
And therefore sit you down in gentleness.
Here's a poor old man, who hath after me many a weary step, lived after me in pure love till he be first sufficed. Oppressed by 2 weak evils, age and hunger, I will not touch a bit.
Go find him out, and we will nothing waste your return.
I thank ye, if he bless in your good comfort.
Thou seest we are not all alone and happy. This wide and universal theater presents more woeful pageants than the scene wherein we play.
All the world's stage, and all the men and women merely players. They all have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. First, the infant, mewing and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy, with satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. And now, a lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made of his mistress's eyebrow. And now, a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like a prod, jealous in honor, sudden and quick and quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. And now, a justice, with good round belly and good capered line, full of wise saws and modern instances, eyes severe and beard of formal cut, and so he plays the part. The 6th stage shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shape, his big manly voice turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. The last scene of all, to end this strange eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
Welcome. Sit down, your venerable burthen, and let him feed.
Thank you most for him.
Welcome. Fall to. I will not trouble you as yet to question you about your fortunes. If that you were the good Sir Roland's son, be truly welcome hither. I am the duke that loved your father. Good old man, thou art right welcome as thy master. Give me your hand, and let me all your fortunes understand.